I'm Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fraud, and I just want to give you a quick update on what we've been seeing already today and what we're going to experience here over the next couple days. Several things going on here in the weather department. So let's get right to it. First of all, a quick update on the aftershocks that we have continued to see. Again, magnitude 7.0 quake that initially hit yesterday morning, 8:29. Since then, we have seen at least 650 aftershocks, that number growing by the minute. We've seen at least 17 of those greater than magnitude 4.0. So those are likely the ones that you felt throughout the afternoon yesterday. You continue to feel through the night, and we've continued to feel through the day today as well. And we've had several larger than a magnitude 5.0, and those are the ones that really have shaken things quite a bit. I think the largest aftershock we've seen so far is a magnitude 5.7. That was immediately following the initial quake, and then we've continued to see several more since then. So it's important that you continue to be mindful of your earthquake safety tips. Again, things that we practice throughout the year that now you need to continue to put into practice. So again, if you feel that shaking, regardless of the size, again, some of these can still be pretty strong. They can still cause damage, and we can still see falling debris. So drop cover and hold on immediately. Once you get there, move as little as possible. Again, find the closest location, cover your head and your torso. If you happen to be in bed, like many of us were last night when those aftershocks were hitting, that's really the safest place to be. Just stay put so long as you don't have anything hanging on the wall above your bed that could come down. If you happen to smell gas, you need to evacuate your home. But before you evacuate, for whatever reason, you need to make sure that you watch out for falling debris, whether that be inside your home or a building. And also, once you get outside the structure, we've had windows break. We've had paneling come off the sides of buildings. So you need to be prepared for that even as you exit the building, and then just continue to be prepared for those additional aftershocks. A lot of talk about this next snowstorm, and I'll have more on that in just a moment, but just quickly showing you these aftershocks. Again, this is in time since the initial quake, all the way continuing through this evening, continuing to see those aftershocks coming in, as they will likely continue for days and weeks to come. Okay, let's talk about this snow. Winter weather advisory in effect for Anchorage, Eagle River, and Indian. This is also extended into the Matsu for Palmer, Wasilla, all the way up into Talkeetna. Expecting 3 to 6 inches of snow in town Sunday night. Again, this advisory in effect from Sunday afternoon through early Monday morning. It's a pretty short period of time there, but what's going to happen is we'll see this snow moving in again late Sunday. Initially, it'll likely start to come down as a snow rain mix, and then we'll see that transition to a snow late Sunday night, and then that will continue through early Monday morning. So we'll see as much as 8 to 12 inches for the highest elevations of Hillside and 3 to 6 inches in town. And what's so significant about this snow is it's going to come down pretty hard. So visibility will also likely be reduced during this event. Again, late Sunday night through that morning commute again on Monday. Right now in Anchorage, you have probably noticed those strong winds that continue to blow. Sustained winds right now from the southeast of 26 miles per hour with a temperature of 43 degrees. Most of the day, all the way up until about 2 o'clock, temperatures were still below freezing. But again, with those strong winds coming in, the storm bringing in some warmer air with it, we have seen those temperatures climb significantly, mid-40s across the south side of town, seeing those mid-40s all the way out into Eagle River. So that alone is a huge change from what we experienced even most of today. So we've got that warm air in place. We've got these strong winds. These are the peak wind gusts we've seen so far, including 77 miles per hour down at McHugh Creek. Through Turning an Arm, through Hillside is where we're seeing the highest winds tonight. Those are going to begin to taper off, and you can see these strong winds extend even outside of Anchorage through the valley, 41 miles per hour in Palmer, 40 miles per hour in Seward, up to 51 miles per hour in Kenai. And we'll continue again to see these strong winds as this area of low pressure gradually makes its way to the north. We're already beginning to see dry conditions on the back edge of this storm in Kenai and Homer. Rain snow mix for us here in Anchorage and the valley. Again, all of that's going to shut down overnight. as this area of low pressure continues to lift to the north. Then we start to prepare for the next storm. See this separation here between the edge of these clouds and what we're seeing right now? That is all going to take place during Sunday afternoon. So Sunday morning through mid-afternoon, we'll get a break between storms. It's a short break, but hopefully enough to allow you to get outside and take care of anything you need to. And then as we head into Sunday night, here's this next area of low pressure, already bringing a strong snow rain mix and wind here to the Aleutians, beginning to do the same up into Bristol Bay. That's going to push here into South Central Sunday night. That is our snowmaker. Again, Sunday in the evening all the way through early Monday morning. Again, looking at this computer model map here, you can see dry conditions as we head into early Sunday morning. But here we are pushing just after lunchtime Sunday afternoon. We're beginning to see some rain in Homer, beginning to see some snow in Seward, and that storm continues to push to the north through the night. Here we are pushing into 9 o'clock, beginning to see some light rain in Anchorage that will quickly transition to snow overnight, and by Monday morning we get that quick shot of snow. So here we are 3 o'clock Monday morning, and that snow is coming down heavy, likely reducing visibilities as it pushes through just because of how heavy the snow will be. This is different than the storm we saw earlier this week, which brought about the same amount of snow, but it took about 24 hours to fall, where this is all going to fall in less than a 12-hour period. Okay, here we are later Monday morning, dry conditions moving in, and we'll see dry and even partly sunny conditions for the rest of your Monday once that storm pushes through. In terms of snowfall totals, again, when you get up into these pinks and purples, that's when we're talking more than 6 inches of snow. But the lower elevations of the Anchorage Bowl, again, likely seeing about 3 to 6 inches. On the west side, if we hold on to some of that warm air too long, you'll see less than 3 inches of snow. That's also true for the valley and for the western side of the Kenai Peninsula. In terms of your forecast for Sunday, high temperatures still warm for the Kenai, upper 30s and low 40s. We're still seeing some breezy winds. We're seeing that heavy rain down in Kodiak. For Prince William Sound, mid to upper 30s and low 40s for you as well. Still seeing snow tonight. That'll taper off overnight. You'll see dry conditions midday, eventually seeing some rain pushing in late in the day. For the Susitna Valley and for the Matanuska Valley, winter weather advisory is in place. That continues from 3 p.m. tomorrow, Sunday afternoon, through 3 a.m. Monday morning for 3 to 6 inches of snow. That's for the lower elevations. You're going to see more than that as you head north of Talkeetna. You're also going to see more than that as you head up near Hatcher Pass. As for the Anchorage Bowl, same story, winter weather advisory, Sunday afternoon through early Monday morning. Again, be prepared for 3 to 6 inches of snow in town, especially on the east side. Hillside seeing much more, likely more than 8 inches of snow. Looking out over the next 7-day stretch, temperatures drop. We get rid of this warm air. We drop back down into those low 30s during the day, mid 20s overnight, and we'll continue to see a couple more storms moving in about every 36 hours that will continue to keep the chances for snow all the way through the end of the week and into next weekend. So again, I don't want you to be caught off guard by this storm because of everything else we have going on. Again, we are still feeling those aftershocks, and we will continue for days and weeks to come. We have the strong wind event that's happening tonight, Saturday evening. That shuts down overnight. We get a quick break as we head into Sunday morning. And then again, this next storm hits Sunday night into Monday. So be prepared for that snow event. Again, schools are canceled Monday and Tuesday for most Mat-Su schools and for Anchorage schools. And hopefully you can stay off those roads and maybe work from home if you're able to do so. That'll also help out those road crews. Thank you for sticking with us here at KTVA, both on air, also at KTVA.com. We'll continue to provide you these updates. And of course, you can continue to find us on Facebook and Twitter as well. Hope you have a good evening and stay safe.